Hi there, thank you for coming back to see if I've done any more videos, or for subscribing if you have, or for being a family member or friend who was good enough to click the link on Twitter or listen to me bleat about doing YouTube videos, so thank you very much for watching. This video is a review and just a little product rave really of this guy here, which is the Origins Clean Energy Gentle Cleansing Oil. I'm not great with my skincare. I always cleanse, always cleanse, but I'm bad with moisturiser. I almost never use an eye cream. I'm not great. I can take the stuff off, but then putting new stuff on to, you know, help my skin repair and heal and stuff, I'm kind of flaky with, but yeah, cleansers I'm good at. So this one here, the Origins Clean Energy, I found a couple of years ago, and I think it's probably anybody who watches this type of video and anybody who makes this type of video, we're probably all kind of similar in as much as we're always looking for the next best thing. There's a ton of things we want to try, don't tend to stick to products necessarily for as long as we probably should to get a really good result. So this one I first bought a couple of years ago. Somebody had recommended trying a cleansing oil to me, and so I thought, what the hell, I'll give it a go. I think it was probably when I'd been using the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish, which I loved for a really long time, and then either something changed in their formulation or in my skin, and it just meant that every time I used it, it brought me out in, well, it didn't bring me out, but it just turned my skin really red, really agitated. So I don't know whether they changed some products, and I think a lot of people have said that they've had a similar thing, which is, it's a real shame because it was such a great product. But nonetheless, it led me on to this guy right here, which is really nice. I have combination skin. I tend to be very oily, certainly over my nose, a bit on my forehead and a bit on my chin, but it's mostly kind of my nose right in the middle, which is where the kind of brunt of the oiliness is. And so using an oil cleanser seemed a really, really odd idea, because oil plus oil kind of just, to me, kind of made me think, well, it's going to be more oil, it's not going to work, but it does. It's absolutely fantastic. It takes makeup off like you wouldn't believe. It's just so easy, so effortless. You kind of put a pump of this into your hand, straight over the top of your makeup onto dry skin, massage it in. You start to look like something it's like that Alice Cooper kind of vibe where your makeup starts to all run and smudge. But it's obviously, it works to break everything down. It gets everything off, and then all you do is you have a face cloth, a flannel, run it under a hot tap, wring it out, and then you can just use it to wipe the cleanser and the makeup off, and it all comes off. This product gets waterproof makeup off with no problem at all. The only thing I find that it isn't necessarily great at, and that's because I don't want to jab it all the way in my eyes, is if I've tight lined or lined my waterline. It can be a bit tricky with that, but I don't think there's anything that easily gets tight lining off, just because it means kind of having something right in and under your eyes, which is not fun, really. So yeah, this is my current, and I'm going to say it like that, my current Holy Grail product. I'm not going to say there'll never ever be anything better. I'm also not going to say that it's going to be guaranteed to work for everybody, because no skincare product is. And so all I can tell you is that for me it's been fantastic. I would certainly recommend giving it a try if you get the opportunity to maybe have a sample of it or something from the counter. It's fantastic. It lasts for ages as well. One thing I will say is the first time I bought this, it comes with like a screw top lid rather than a pump, which it didn't even dawn on me that there would be a pump. I didn't think of any of that, but it came with a screw top, and all that meant is that I went through the first bottle really, really fast, because when you're just pouring it like that, you end up with way more product than you really need. I found kind of, when I repurchased it, they actually sell a pump to go with it, and so it makes it a much more kind of economical use. You're not wasting so much, you're not pouring so much into your hands that you don't really need. So that's the only downside really, is that you have to buy the pump that goes with it. But then I guess you wouldn't, if you're repurchasing over and over again, you wouldn't need the pump every time because you'd already have one from the previous bottle. So I guess it kind of makes sense that they sell it separately. So, what else is there to say about this product? I don't remember how much it costs. It's under £20. I think it's probably 16, 18, something like that, but it lasts a really long time. I mean, certainly, I think I'll get about 2 or 3 months out of that. Using it just in the evenings, I only use it when I'm taking makeup off. I don't use it in the mornings. I just use like a much lighter kind of wash-off cleanser. But, yeah, I think it's certainly worth the money. It's also, it's a really, I never really know what the right way to describe a product like this is, but it doesn't have any crap in it. So there's a little a little section here that says formulated without, and I don't know if you can actually see that, but there's no parabens in it, there's no mineral oil in it, it's just all kind of natural, really good stuff, which is kind of what you want when you're putting something on your face all the time. You want it to have good ingredients in it. It doesn't strip your skin, it doesn't leave it feeling greasy or oily, because it kind of turns milky when the water goes on top of it. So it's just a really, really great, you know, makeup removing kind of nighttime deep cleanser, and I really, really love it. So definitely check it out if you get the opportunity. So that's all for this video. It's just a real quick kind of hop on, talk a little bit, hop off. I'm still trying to figure out lighting. I don't necessarily think that's going to be something that I can ever easily solve. I think it's just the way my house faces, and certainly I'm only going to be filming on weekends because I guess it's going to be getting darker at night now much sooner, and by the time I get home it's kind of 7 o'clock and it's going to be way too dark to film, because the kind of artificial light in this room, as you probably saw from the other video, isn't that great. So I'm just about getting some scraps of daylight here that hopefully aren't washing me out too much. But yeah, I noticed in the previous video that some of the shades on some of the products I showed, it was like, wow, it's not really that colour. So it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit dodgy in here. But yeah, that was it. That was this one little video. I'll be back. I've kind of been bouncing some ideas around my head for some other videos that I might do. So stick around, and I'm bound to have something else done fairly soon. So that's pretty much everything. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.